No discrimination! Animal liberation! No discrimination! Animal liberation! No discrimination! Animal liberation! I know so many people. Well done for everyone who turned up for the animals today. Make some noise!
In defence of animals, a message for the vivisectors, the hunters and the badger baiters. We never went away, but for God's sake, we're back. We ran away to lick our wounds, because the system and the authorities came down on us like a ton of bricks, but we are back. I want to start the speech. Can you hear me at the back? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
With these words. How long, men and women of England, shall these things be? That was a small plaque written on a statue of the brown dog. Something that happened over 100 years ago in London. It was a statue. It was in Battersea Park, dedicated to a small brown dog that got vivisected on. They took his spleen out, and then months later, they opened up his stomach, and attached electrodes to him. All the other people laughed. But there was uproar. 100 years ago, there were thousands of people here. Today, there are thousands of people here today, and we will never go away. But we are not Muhammad Ali. We are not Superman. I tell you what we're like. We're like an annoying little terrier. Gang, 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 gang. We'll never go away. Yesterday, I was reading an interview from Brian Cass. Please boo. Boo. He's the boss of Huntingdon Life Sciences. If you look for Huntingdon Life Sciences today on the computer, it doesn't exist. They've changed their name to Envigo. Envigo is called. E-N-V-I-G-O. In his interview, he said that the crackdown has worked. The crackdown against animal rights has worked. Open your fucking eyes and look at us. Imagine it, 100 years ago, thousands of people down here focusing on animal liberation, and here we are again. Well, I'm so happy. You don't know how happy I am. I like to think I'm the happiest person here. I'm so fucking happy. This is the biggest animal rights demo for years. I've been on massive animal rights demos with tens of thousands of people. And here we go again. It's like, oh, I'm just so happy. And you know what, if this had been 10 years ago, a crowd like this, we'd have all known each other. I'd have known all of you. I'm so happy that I know about 10 people here. You're the new kids on the block. And it really is. Over to you. I don't know how many butchers' windows I've smashed. Hundreds and hundreds. I've broken into laboratories and taken animals out. This year, I've been smashing badger cages. But you know the problem? I haven't smashed enough. Now normally when I do a speech I just do a rant, but today I've prepared a mind map. Oh. The Badger Call, please get involved. Please turn up next year when they try to do the Badger Call again, or try and stop it before next year. Please. Mobilise, and that's what we've got to do, mobilise. And I mean, I'm surprised, I don't know if any of you people can see me, because I'm not on Facebook, and that seems to mean at this stage that you don't exist. Get off your fucking computers and get back on the street. Use your computers for contacting people. Tell people all over the world about our beautiful demo. But for the people down in your street, for your neighbours, get off your computers and mobilise and come back on the street. Whose streets?
Our streets!
Rah. I'm so happy, man. Oh, I tell you, And you know what I said about? I don't know anyone here. I've known there's about 10 people I know, which is amazing, brilliant. I'm so glad I only know 10 people. And there's one guy here called Mel Broughton. Let's big it up for Mel Broughton. He had to get special permission today from the special branch to come here, because he's under some of these fancy conditions I've got now. He cannot actually speak. he cannot speak to animal rights people with a criminal record. He cannot actually say hello to me today. And this means he's literally lost all of his friends, because I joined the movement in the 80s, and all the people from back then, we've all got criminal records basically. So Mel lost all his friends. Hopefully you haven't got criminal records. So, where's Mel Brower? Where is he? There he is. Give him a big kiss and a big hug, because I can't. No, I'll try to finish it. I could go on and on and on. Look at this, we're not in a normal place. Look at this place. I've never voted in my life. I haven't. My fear, I would vote. If I thought it was going to do something, I would. I'm not saying to you people don't vote. This is my personal decision. I've got nothing but contempt for this building. And it reminds me, I did some research, the battles, the suffragettes. Where are these statues? Where's the statues of the women? Where's the statues of the suffragettes who trained themselves to those railings, who got battered and sexually assaulted by the police? Where is the statue of the suffragettes?
Fuck you!
And what I said, how long, men of England, shall these things be? This is a massive controversy 100 years ago. I thought we were going to sleep in Britain. I thought we'd woken up. But I thought I was dreading today. I thought there was going to be 50 people here. It's time to wake up again. We woke up 100 years ago. We woke up in the 70s, in the 80s, with the birth of the Animal Liberation Front. It's time to wake up again. I've got to finish. But the suffragettes, they were like this with the anti-vivisectionists and the trade unionists, because our message is an old one, as old as Gandhi, as old as India. Compassion is wisdom. And did you see the smiles on the faces today? And the people are looking at us, because you are beautiful people. You're literally beautiful. Beautiful. Please stick with it. Please mobilise, organise, and for fuck's sake, get back on the streets. Get off
The people know me as Ali. I'm from an organisation called the Save Movement, and I'm an organiser for West Yorkshire Save, and what we do is we go outside slaughterhouses every week, we stop the trucks, we bear witness to the animals that are suffering, we give water to these animals, we document the conditions these animals are in. The Save movement first started in Toronto. I don't know if you ever heard of Anita Crank, but she's currently on trial for giving pigs water in a truck on the way to slaughter. She is why we are here. In the UK we have 22 groups now, and if you have not been to a local Save group, you should all get active, start your own group, or go to a vigil. These animals need a voice. Sitting at home on your computer sharing photos of your food is not being a voice. They need you on the front line, taking their photos, taking their videos, comforting them and sharing their stories. We have people who eat meat that come to our events. We get them to go up to the trucks. They reach into the trucks and they cry. They say they are sorry to these animals, and that is what we need. It's not easy what we do. It's incredibly hard. I find it incredibly hard because I used to pay for this to happen, and I'm sure a lot of you used to pay, and that's why I go. I go and I tell these animals that I am sorry. My first experience of bearing witness Christmas was with Manchester Pig Save at a place called Tulip Meats in Ashton-under-Lyne. We had... This slaughterhouse, they kill 3,000 pigs a day, they gas them, they have public footpaths next to the gas chambers, and you can hear the workers beating the pigs up, you can hear the pigs screaming. On this day where I went, people stopped and jumped in front of the trucks, and I reached into the truck and a pig looked me in the eye. I cried my eyes out because I used to pay for these animals to be killed. None of them deserved this, they were just babies, they were 6 months old. This was the first time they've ever seen daylight. This was the first time they've ever had the smell of fresh air, and they were about to be killed. And this is why I bear witness, and this is why everyone here should get themselves to a slaughterhouse and bear witness. These animals need us, not in 12 days, not in 12 years, they need us now, because lives are getting lost at the end of the day. We have, well, sorry, I'm nervous, it's my first speech. We go by a quote by Leo Tolstoy, if you've ever heard of him, and the quote is, "When the suffering of another creature causes you to feel pain, do not submit to the initial desire to flee from the suffering one, but on the contrary, come closer, as close as you can to him who suffers, and try and help him." And we have it written on the back of some of our t-shirts, and we use this quote a lot because we believe it is incredibly important to go to those who are suffering and do whatever we can to help. I mean, it's hard, we can't, even though it's called saves, we can't save them all, but in the long run, we will save them. And we have rescued animals. We have a rescued pig called Leo. We have 4 rescued hens too, and we will continue to rescue these animals. And the more people that join, the more animals we can rescue. So if you want...
Stop the murder!
Stop the killing! Stop the murder! The time is now, and animals need us. Until every cage is free, until every slaughterhouse is closed down, until every hunter's red coat is hung up and the hounds are packed away, until the badger cull is over, until the laboratories are burnt down, we need to stand up, not only march, but take direct action for these animals, because we're all that they have. Thank you. I'd like to hand you over to Tom. He recently started coming to our vigils and is an incredible activist. I can't even explain it. And he's recently set up a save group in Nottinghamshire which have a vigil next week, I think, on the 1st, yes? What animals is it that you're bearing witness to? Pigs. They're going to be bearing witness to pigs in Nottinghamshire. So if you live near Nottinghamshire, please get yourself down. Now I'm going to hand you over to Tom, who will talk to you about his experience with bearing witness and setting up a group. Thank you.
All of you to get out there and attend saves or start one of your own. I mean, right now, as I'm saying this, as everybody has spoke, because we've all sat here and marched through London, thousands of throats have been slit, and everybody here has fire in them to do something about it, and the animals need that. They need every single one of you.
Just want to say thank you all for coming today. You've been amazing, all of you, and you should all be proud of yourselves. So, my name is Phoebe, this is Ed, Luna and Jane, and we all organised this march today. The reason we organised it is because we want to see an end to all animal oppression. And the only way we can do that is if we are active and we speak out for these animals, if we use every opportunity that we have to make a difference for them. Now I know a lot of you are already active and you spend your time doing lots of different activism every day, but I also know that a lot of you, this will be your first march or your first protest, and you were probably afraid to come today. You probably had some fears, but well done you, because you came anyway. You followed that feeling, you followed that gut feeling that told you to do this, that told you that something was not right and you needed to act on it. Well done you. I just want to say, keep following that feeling. follow it every day. This is just the start. Today is the first protest of many protests. Keep doing it, keep following that feeling, keep following that gut feeling, keep following your heart, and use every opportunity that you can to speak out for these animals because they need it. We know that they have voices. The animal abusing industries, they will tell you that they are voiceless, but we know they are not voiceless. They do have voices, and we will make them heard. Thank you.
I can't believe that I'm here doing this. You know, we started planning this march a few months ago, and to see you all in front of me now is incredibly humbling. It's made me incredibly emotional because I see so many passionate people in front of me. And at times it can seem so helpless for us. I know we go about our daily lives and it seems that we are alone, and that society doesn't care about the plight of animals, the plight of the environment. And it can be incredibly overwhelming for all of us. But this is a reminder for everyone here today that you will never ever be alone. This is a fraction of the vegans in our country. And we have to be the voices. But you will never ever be alone. That's what I want you to know today. Because I know it can feel that way, but you never are alone. You've got to stand strong. We have to stand strong for ourselves and for our own souls and for our own emotional well-being, but importantly we have to stand strong for the animals. For the 3,000 animals that are mercilessly slaughtered every second in the name of food, in the name of clothing, in the name of medicine and cosmetics. What a disgrace! What a disgrace! I cannot believe that we are here fighting for this. I cannot believe these animals are not being given basic fundamental rights and that we have to put these marches on. That makes me so angry. Does it make you angry? I can't believe in this day and age we still have to fight oppression. I can't believe we have to stand up and make the politicians and the general public listen to our demands. We are supposed to be a compassionate species. Do we not hear this every day that we're evolved, right? This is what we get told as vegans. We're evolved. We're above animals. If we're above animals, then why can't we start using emotions like empathy? That's what's supposed to make us more evolved, right? Our emotional capacity. So why don't we use them? Why don't we show empathy and compassion and mercy to these innocent beings that have never done anything wrong to us? They are innocent. They're more innocent than every single one of us because most of us have been complicit in their murder, complicit in their slaughter. And although we are making changes to do what's right, that will never change. And that is why we have to dedicate our lives to fighting for them, because we once were their oppressors, and we once were the things that stood in the way of equality and freedom for them. So let's not sit idly by and think that we're doing enough by simply not eating or wearing them, because that is not even close to being enough. Because while there are people out here that still think it's acceptable to eat them, and still think it's acceptable to wear them and test on them, we will never be doing enough. We will never have done enough until it's all over, until all animals have been liberated. We're here today fighting for the rights of the animals, fighting for the rights of the environment, and fighting for the rights of humans that are also oppressed in the animal agriculture industries. So let it be known to everyone around today that we will never be quiet. No. We will never sit idly by and be content living in this world. A world where compassion is foreign. A world where compassion is extreme. How can we possibly allow ourselves to fit into a society that thinks compassion is extreme? What a ludicrous world we are living in. We have to take a step back, and we have to do what's right for everyone. We have to do what's right for the planet, because if we carry on the way we're going, as you all know, we will have no planet to live on. It's imperative that we all become active, and I know many of you might be sick of hearing this today from every single one of the speeches, but we are going to keep telling every single vegan, you have to be active. It's the only way. The only reason any of us are vegan today is because of activists standing up, not because people sat and didn't do anything. It was activists that gave women their rights, it was activists that gave black people their rights and minorities their rights, there's activists that have to give animals their rights. And we have to stand against all oppression and make our voices heard. So I just want to say thank you so much again, like I truly am humbled. And I'm so pleased to live in this community where I can look around and I can see people.
And for Prime Minister!
And they're not just my friends, they're my family, and I love you all so much. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks again everyone for coming.
I forgot to say one thing. I didn't finish my sentence. There's a handful of people here who have been involved for decades. And either I'm getting old or you lot are really young. And that's what's making me happy. It really is over to you lot. And I want to tell you this one... No, I'll probably tell you two more things. I had my most energy, the most productive time I ever spent in the animal liberation movement is when I first got involved. I was so full of anger, so full of passion. And we had people, no, don't do this, you can't do this. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. Get out there and smash it to them. And when I say smash it to them, we've talked about the Animal Liberation Front. But don't get stuck in that idea, that's the only form of activism. Breaking into laboratories. I've been broken into laboratories for bloody ages, decades. And one of the reasons it gets so hard now. All these cameras and the technology and the bloody DNA. So I'm not going to tell you to go and smash into a laboratory, because you'll get caught. It's possible, but bloody be careful. But anyway, but maybe everything we do. Everything we do is direct action. There's no, I'm going to do some direct action today. Waking up in the morning as a conscious, compassionate person is direct action. Who knows where you're going to take this movement? Let's have more music, more art, more poetry, more street collectives. Go do more kitchens. Bloody hell, man, there's vegans. There's Brian Cass. You thought we'd gone away? There's 500,000 of us now. Deal with it.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that actually is doing something, and if you ever find that you are not motivated or you can't think of anything to do, I encourage you to bear witness again and again and again and again until you remember what you should be doing with your time and who you should be spending your time with, because what's more important? We're talking about the biggest social justice issue of our time happening right now. Believe in yourselves. Believe in the freedom of the victims. Believe in the freedom of the perpetrators. Believe in yourselves. Believe in all of us. We can all do something, because what's more important? Seriously, what's more important? What do we take with us when we leave? Nothing. Nothing but the love that